the guts, the glory, and oh, the pain. In just over a week, we'll be at it again, cheering on our champions as they go for gold at the Commonwealth Games. And the winners? Well, we'll worship them as gods and pay them like movie stars. But we'll surely expect our pound of flesh in return. Our sporting heroes have to be the strongest, the fastest, the best, whatever it takes. To hell with the consequences. So tonight, some outstanding triumphs and the crippling consequences of being number one. But is the gain worth all that pain? You bet your life it is.
She's done it! It is a magic moment in the sport. Magnificent!
It's their high, the adrenaline that comes from pushing themselves to the edge for that perfect performance. And it's beautiful to watch.
He scored!
But with the pleasure comes the pain.
Oh, big shot!
His horse has gone left, right and centre. There's a collision. Oh, a dreadful collision down there.
These are the broken bits of some of our most talented sports stars.
Trouble here too.
This is the leg.
Oh, ow!
Snapped tendons, shattered bones, and arthritic knees.
Extending the knee.
This scar here is where the drill went in to drill the new bit of tendon into the knee.
Careers over, these elite athletes are now left with the premature aches of old age.
That is not good at all.
What age would you say your body is?
My knees, probably about 60.
At 36, former world champ Kirsty Marshall now wears a knee brace even for a short walk, and this is why.
Well, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Kirsty Marshall.
15 years of aerial skiing. Graceful when it goes right,
Nicely landed. Beautiful job.
awful when it goes wrong. No! So, how many operations have you had?
On my knees? 13. I've had 3 on the left and 10 on the right.
Problems there on the landing for Kirsty Marshall.
Oh, he's limping badly, and that's bad in the opening couple of minutes. And he's flat on his back after kicking.
In the 83 grand final, that tendon actually snapped in my knee, which was a weird feeling because I felt my kneecap halfway up my thigh, and so it wasn't a very good experience.
What a tragedy.
For Gary Buckenara, injury was just part of the journey to greatness. Talent and painkillers helped him win 4 AFL premierships, but it came at a cost.
Okay, well, it's the left leg is the bad one.
8 knee operations, premature arthritis, and soon a complete knee replacement, after doctors gave him routine cortisone injections in his knees to keep him playing.
When they opened me up, my tendons were all mushy and really like a piece of jelly.
And that was because of the cortisone?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's in him.
For us spectators, the spills are part of the thrills, something to cheer from the safety of the stands. For our sporting heroes, their bodies are all too human.
Oh, and he's there!
What makes them different is their drive, their desire to keep coming back for more, despite the injuries and despite the risks. Take, for instance, motorcycling great Mick Doohan.
My right leg, I broke twice in 2 different accidents.
Oh, no!
I've broken my left foot. I've done the ligaments in both knees. Broken the scaphoid on my left hand, the humerus and the radius of my left arm.
Oh, no! Oh,
The AC joints on both shoulders. Done the shoulder blade on my, I think, right or left, I can't remember. I think when I was a kid, I fractured my right wrist as well when I was about 9 years old trying to show off on a mini bike.
But it was showing off on big bikes that won Mick Doohan 5 world championships.
What a ride.
He now lives with the permanent injuries of those heady days, but back then he was the king of speed.
It becomes obsessive. There's nothing else that exists except for that sport you're into at that time, and you live, breathe and do motor racing.
It was almost over before it began. In 1992, in a practice session, Mick crashed and broke his right leg. Gangrene set in, and doctors planned to amputate.
One of the surgeons came along with a sterile tool and started working working away at the flesh, and it just kept going. I couldn't feel too much of it, and kept going until they were in and around the bone, and I could see the bone and the tendons and the whole thing, and I thought, this isn't good. This is a graft that we stole from the other.
Thanks to some extraordinary medicine, Mick didn't lose his leg.
This could have looked prettier. We could have actually closed all this up.
Nor did he lose his nerve, as crazy as it might seem when you see his scars.
This realigned the leg, and then we lengthened it, got the length back into it, and healed it. And then
this torture tool helped make Mick a champion. It got him back on the bike in half the time doctors predicted.
You know, it did its job well, and I thought I'd never see another one, but I did unfortunately get to experience a couple after this.
That's a foul. Oh, another big hit.
It may not be as high octane as motor racing, but the body contact in our football codes is bone crunching. When it comes to skill, tenacity, and the number of injuries, there's few to rival Rugby League's Andrew Johns.
Andrew Johns put his body on the line, and I think he got a hip or an elbow
A broken
into
back,
his jaw.
broken shoulder, broken jaw, played with broken ribs and a punctured lung. He's had groin operations, ankle reconstructions, a dangerous neck injury, and a knee injury so bad he had nightmares. What were the nightmares about?
Just the pain I went through, the snapping noise, just, when I'd go to sleep, it'd come back all the time. It really shook me up.
What drives an elite athlete? What's going through their minds?
There's this innate thing which you don't medically quantify, and it's hunger for success.
Former Olympian and now sports surgeon Dr. Peter Larkins has seen the inside of many an athlete's knee and the struggle to recover at any cost.
We can get people back playing, but the injury will still give them trouble later in life, and athletes will still choose to go back.
Why?
At the end of the day, it probably comes down to an emotional ego challenging themselves. I mean, they want to find out what they're capable of doing. It's the old "I don't want to die wondering" concept.
This is not good.
Despite her fair share of spills, Australian netball captain Liz Ellis has had a fairly injury-free career until this, late last year.
Oh, bother, we're in bother.
Player's gone down, and it's
Liz Ellis.
And this is as bad as it gets for netballers. Torn ligaments needing an immediate full knee reconstruction.
The leg buckles underneath her, the right knee.
I just remember falling to the ground and swearing profusely and screaming and just thinking, that's the Commonwealth Games, that's my career. But more than anything else, it just really hurts. It's just a huge amount of pain.
You see there as she lands it.
In the days following her injury, even as she was preparing for surgery, the one thing Liz Ellis wasn't thinking about was quitting.
How you going? Good.
I love playing netball so much that no matter what the risk of injury, it's worth it. It's a great game to play.
How you doing?
Good.
I just wonder if, we come and see you when you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s and you can't walk anymore without pain, whether it's still worth it.
I think it's worth it, and I've got enough faith in science that I'll have a few knee replacements by then and I'll be fine. I'll just be the bionic girl.
Everything went well as expected, and we just have to wait and see now.
Only 12 hours later, Liz hobbles into rehab. She's been told it will take 6 to 8 months for her knee to recover.
If anyone can be a medical marvel, I've decided it might be me.
But she's determined to be fit for the Commonwealth Games. At this stage, just 3 months away.
I understand the motivation. I understand the obsession. I understand that you want to be there as long as you can at that top level because it doesn't last.
Now that's about the limit, and that's about 35 metres, I suppose. So, it's a bit sad, really.
It looked all right to me. Now the recruitment manager for his beloved Hawthorn Hawks, 47-year-old Gary Buckenara, says his passion for the game and the crowd's adulation kept him coming back until his body couldn't take any more.
Such an exciting thing to run out on grand final day in front of 100,000 people and try and strut your stuff.
Even if it means after the game finishes that strutting your stuff is going to be very painful?
While I'm in pain at the moment and paying the price, I suppose, it's something that I've thought about and something that I'd do again, yeah.
These days, do you still feel like Superwoman?
No, not unless she's old and decrepit.
A big one.
A big one.
For Kirsty Marshall, like any great athlete, the end of a career signals the painful realisation they've been beaten. No matter the willpower, the body won't bounce back. Did anybody say to you, don't be so short-sighted, think about life after sport?
No. The only time I ever heard that from a surgeon was after my 13th operation. And that's when he said, if you make it back from this, it'll be a miracle. If you can walk without pain, it will also be a miracle.
And what did you do?
I didn't try and come back. I knew.
So what is it about going downstairs that causes you problems?
Mostly, I think it's just as I...
Today, Kirsty is a politician in the Victorian Parliament, and while every step forward hurts, it's also a reminder of her fabulous past.
I look back and I don't have any regrets.
Ball, did you see that landing?
And so I might have pain now, but who's to say that I could have been, hit by a bus or in a car accident and living with pain for that reason. At least I did these amazing things.
She set that down like it was a day in the park.
I would have preferred to have parked the motorcycle in the pit lane or in the garage and leave in an ambulance, but again, that's the way it happened, and in actual fact, it's probably an easier way to be forced into retirement than to have to make the decision.
It was a brutal 250km/h end to a stellar career. That right leg busted just one too many times.
The first I knew I was off the bike, I was upside down looking back down at the bike, and it was, oh shit, this isn't good.
7 years on, Mick Doohan is still a boy with plenty of toys. He still rides a motorbike, but it's to tow his helicopter out of the shed. Beyond bung legs, life is good. But for all the glory and for all the prize money, Mick's love of racing came down to something more personal. So what is the addiction? What is it that's giving you the high?
Just pushing everything to the edge and getting away with it.
Liz Ellis has given everything to be fit to compete at the Commonwealth Games, but it's not enough. As remarkable as her recovery is, there are no miracles. Time has run out.
For a netballer, it's the biggest thing that we get to do, and when it's taken away from you, it is gut-wrenching.
It's going to be pretty hard to watch it.
I don't know that I will. If the girls win, I think I'll be inconsolable, and if the girls lose, I'll be inconsolable. So there's no two ways about it. It's going to be a really tough time.
Inside for Johns. Johns is over.
Andrew Johns knows too well the pool of competition.
Had a lot of complications with the last operation.
He can't walk away without trying for at least another premiership. But being able to walk is his priority. That knee injury still haunts him.
When you're injured, if it meant another serious operation of a knee, I'd pull the pin, because I don't want to have a knee replacement at 40 and burn a walking stick at 45. What's the quality of life of that?
You'd imagine, with time, elite athletes might reflect on the deal they've made. Short-term glory for, potentially, a lifetime of pain. But no, they tell me all the physical sacrifice was worth it, and every one of them would do it again.
If someone would have come to me at 18 and said, these are the injuries you're going to have, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. I was like, yeah, no problem.
So it's all worth it? The surgery, the pain, the training?
The scars, yeah, absolutely.
It is just sport.
How can you say that, Tara? Out.
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minutes, segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.